Hi, it's Lori, and I'm here with Ian and Scotty. Wrong way. Ian and Scotty, look how cute he is. The fluff
Hi.
face. Love it. Yes. He has a Scottish fold, yes.
Yes,
So that is
this is
perfect.
him.
He's so cute.
I know, I'm obsessed with him. He's like, please,
He's so soft.
please chill out.
He just looks so soft. I just want to give him a big hug.
Yeah, he smells like baby cat.
Oh, I love that when kitties smell that way.
Yeah. Okay.
And how long have you had Scotty? We'll just start there.
So I adopted Scotty in the beginning of August of this year.
Oh, okay. So just a few months.
Oh wait, not August. Sorry, April.
Oh, April. Okay.
April. Yeah. As soon as I moved out into this
Okay.
apartment,
Okay.
I was like, I need a buddy, and
Yes.
so I found him on Craigslist. All of these cats had these rehoming fees, and Scotty didn't. And I'd been calling like different people about cats, and Scotty didn't. And he kind of came from this this difficult home for him, and so they just wanted a good place for him, and we were a good fit.
Yeah, that's
It was
awesome.
touch and go at the beginning, but we made it.
Cats, especially if they have some kind of history. I mean, that's part of Missy's problem is that she's a Florida cat. We're going to go with that. Start there. I call her my teen mom because I think it was her first heat and she got pregnant and somebody dropped her off at a shelter. She had 5 kittens. They all survived and they were BOGO kitties. Flynn is actually her kitten. You wouldn't know it by looking at them. And sometimes they interact and like, she acts like she does not know who he is. But because she was
behavior.
definitely young. Yeah, exactly. It's like, I do not claim him. I didn't know. He is not my fault. But yeah, so she was, from what we can tell, she was probably living on the streets for a little bit. So that's why I have to be careful with food. She wants human food all the time, which is not typical of a cat, other than like chicken and fish, right? But anyway, and then they were BOGO. It was no mom left behind. So if you wanted the kitten, you got the adult cat.
Aww.
I've only had BOGO kitties in my adulthood, which is really funny. Cats are too fun.
Yeah.
So many years ago, well, like actually right toward the beginning of my watching YouTube for content, because before, when I was teaching, almost no YouTube, nothing. I thought of YouTube as, how do I fix this? And then that's when I went on YouTube. So, but then when I retired and I'm like, I've got to figure out how to crochet, but my grandma's been passed for many, many years. I need to. So it was my how-to. I went on YouTube and Ian was one of the content creators I saw there. And Ian also was talking about mental health and how crafting impacts your mental health. So that was one of the reasons I continued to watch. Ian's Journey is what I'm going to call it. And that's
Ian's journey.
Ian's journey. He's had a journey of his
own.
Yeah, it's a wild ride. Hold on tight.
I would not wish it on anyone, but it would make like an interesting book series.
There you go. There you go. Oh, my stepdaughter that's out there in California is looking for content. If you're interested, I'll connect.
Please no. Please no.
So yes, I've told her I have an interesting backstory as well. And I've told her because she knows some of the details and she's like, oh, this would make, can I please use this? I'm like, yeah, go for it. Ask me questions, use it. I don't care.
And you have a whole channel devoted to your storytelling and stories. Like, I mean, of course, like, yeah, I would definitely, I'd read those books. I'd watch that TV series for sure.
Yeah. Well, thank you. That is my automated feeder. Sorry about that.
Cat's good.
Yes, my cats. And they can't, if you heard a thunderous running, that would be Flynn. She's very dainty and quiet. We do call him Thud when he comes down the stairs because you can hear him.
Oh, I love that so much.
He's a funny little dude. Well, he's not little, but he's a good guy anyway. But yeah, so it's been from my side of things, it's been so good to see the authenticity of your journey, because there's been lots of journeys within your journey. lots of things that you've had to overcome, I guess is the best way to say it, and learn from. And I appreciate that you share that, because not everybody will. I really liked, I was always drawn to your channel because of the mental, that you talked about the mental health stuff very openly. And some people are very uncomfortable with that. We connect very well on the, amount of therapy we get and have.
Immediately on this call, we're like, where were you? Therapy.
We both had therapy today. So that we can handle our conversation. Just kidding. But, and I know a lot of people use their crafts as a form of therapy. It's just, Ian and I have some additional elements that need additional professional help, because, we need professional help.
I need professional help. Please help. I need professional. No.
Exactly. But I love your hand-dyed yarn. It's so bright and so brilliant. It's beautiful. Etsy's kind of interesting now, because you have to be so careful to not get the AI stuff, right?
Exactly.
You have to be, and it's
that's why I make sure I take really bad pictures.
There you go. Perfect way. Get
no
the
one
cat.
Ever accuse me of being AI.
Right. Get Scotty in the picture. Then nobody will ever go, oh, that's AI.
Mm-hmm.
That's too funny. But yeah, it's really unfortunate that some of the stuff that's happened there with Etsy. But yeah. I'm glad it's. Do you have other ways that you sell things?
So I'm trying to set up a Shopify right now.
Okay.
Going through some technical issues with that, or my interaction with the technical side of it. So working on that, because something I wanted to do, I wanted to start migrating, because a lot of my stuff right now is made to order.
And yes. Okay.
What I wanted to do was start moving to making items and selling them.
Okay. Got it.
Then also working on patterns and
nice.
Because I had such a fun time, and I know you were there for a lot of our crochet along for Halloween, and I had such a fun time writing patterns, and it pushed me to a place where I didn't think creatively I could be, nice. And I was writing patterns that I couldn't have dreamed of. So
Scotty's making his presence known.
Yeah, like shake the whole camera. Like, let's call it the Cloverfield edit, or like the Blair Witch edit. And someone's like behind the camera, like. So I'm so sorry about that. Also,
it's hilarious. I love it.
And
really
so
cool.
I wanted to start moving from because made to order, you have to have so much, especially with the absence of Joanne. You have to have your yarn there, unless you want to extend your production time. So, and that just takes up room and everything like that. So instead, I'm just I'm trying to move to I have these items, and plus that makes it a little bit more fun for me, because I don't like making the same thing over and over again. That drives me nuts. Right. I don't have the attention span for it. And I would rather make these one-off, random weird things and be able to sell them. But there's not a lot of there's not a lot of ways to sell like that unless you're at a market or stuff. So I'm trying to make that model work for me. So Shopify might be in my future, but it's just a behind the scenes thing that I'm working on.
I know Camille has had some challenges with Shopify. So when you talk about the technical stuff, definitely from what I've heard, it's challenging.
I'll have to reach out to Camille. Camille, if you want to reach out to me.
Yes.
If anything to talk about it.
I'll put the email down there, or I'll send her an email. Hey, email and help the Shopify, because that's not something I've even looked at. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I also thought it would be fun to have I keep on not knowing a better way to put it than merch, but I don't think that I don't want t-shirts with my channel name on it, because I don't think that makes any sense for other people to wear, and not even for me to have. But just stuff that says weirdo, proud weird, I don't know, just fun stuff.
Proud weirdo, I like that.
Yeah. I was thinking of weirdo with the O being my melty smiley face.
Oh, that'd be cute.
It's just stuff like that. And I've heard that Shopify is a good place to do that as well. So
and she took a picture of some of her hand-dyed yarn and turned that into a pattern for a shirt.
Oh, that's so cool. So
that might be something. But I would totally wear proud weirdo. 100% I would wear that.
Perfect for all of us. So that's kind of what what I'm doing in the sewing.
Okay.
Thinking about.
Okay. So yeah, so so that's the next journey after, and in Shopify you can sell your patterns too, correct?
Mm-hmm. I think
and
so.
So
in theory,
formal writing of a pattern is a whole thing. I have not done that. I've only done the graphs and described how I did it, but
mm-hmm.
That's a whole different thing, the pattern writing.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find it, had you read enough patterns prior that it was kind of easy, or?
I read a few patterns, and honestly, I just started trying to kind of speak it out loud to myself.
Got it.
And I think if I look back now at all of the patterns I have and the different formats and how they're written, everything like that, they're all so different. Like I would actually be overwhelmed to find a commonality in format and style.
Okay.
But if I have the basic elements of kind of describing a little bit, putting the materials, and then finding some people to test the pattern out for me, or if I'm putting a pattern up on YouTube, that's a little bit more flexible because people are going to be, sorry, my phone keeps on vibrating. I tried to turn.
It's not saying that's what she said. I'm very disappointed.
No. It's a little bit different because you don't have this thing that's as rigid. Something up on
right,
like a video tutorial. So if you describe it weird, but then you show it, you kind of have this double thing. So I found that just doing it myself and then finding some testers and seeing how they took the pattern and what they made with it. So I find that actually doing a little bit less research into how it should formally be written is actually more relaxing to me. And
that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense to me. Now, how did you develop a cohort? And I'm calling it that with Adrian, Kiwi's Crochet Corner, and Crystal, Hook That Yarn, and Zach's Crafts and More. How did that come about? Like, I know it's not always all together, but.
Yeah, so my timing and recall of things is going to be totally.
Okay. We're not going to worry about timeline. Nobody's holding into the timeline.
I believe I met Zach through Dana, who is Triple C creative. No, it's, oh my gosh, what is the 3 C's for? The last is Crochet, but Dana is amazing. And Kelly of Kelly's Crochet Adventures. So I started, that's actually, they were like the first YouTube channels I started watching when I started crocheting.
Okay.
Wonderful people, just amazing, just uplifting an entire community, like single-handedly, basically. Like they're wonderful. And I met Zach through Dana, and then a little bit later I met Crystal. I think Crystal might have just come onto my channel one time.
Okay.
And we started just kind of talking through that. And then I met Adrian through Crystal. I think that's how it went. But if that's not how it went, I just, like I told you, I have a documented bad memory. So so let's just go with it and just rewrite history that way.
Right.
But that's kind of how we started connecting, and we just
you just clicked, right?
Yeah, we just clicked. Yeah. We're all these kind of very distinctive corners of the like crafty crochet type community. But but I guess everyone has it.
There's really good representation in that group of 4. Different kinds of representation. Like I'm sure, I mean, that's not how it was intended, but.
Sorry, can you hold on one second?
Yes. Okay, is everything okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was talking at the camera, but I said, I'll probably just delete all of this out. We're good.
Yeah, I don't even remember what
we were just talking about that you kind of all clicked and that as a group you're very representative. Like there's all the different representations there, which is awesome. It's nice that it happens so naturally. None of you live in the same state, right? Because Adrian's in Texas, Zach's up in Canada. on the other side of Canada from where you're at. You're in California now. I know you weren't always. That's only been in 2025, or was it before 2025?
I moved in December. I came to California in October of last year, but LA in December.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
So you just hit your year mark, basically. Cool. Mm-hmm. And that's been a good fit for you. Things have. There's the Scottinator. Oh, he's so cute. Big on.
Did you get face in that?
I did.
There's definitely pros and cons of living anywhere. Sure. There's a lot of good things that I like about California. I kind of just a reality of my situation is that I'm going to have to move back to North Carolina eventually, but I'm trying to bring out my time here in as positive of a way as possible.
Okay. Is that but is it something that you could find a way to stay there, or is it just inevitable you have to go back?
With my health, it's kind of inevitable that I have to move back. The kind of reality of my disability is that eventually I'm going to reach a point, and while it might be temporary, there's going to be a point where I won't be able to take care of myself.
Gotcha.
And I'm going to need the support that I don't have here, which that for me is in North Carolina.
Right.
So, and there's a lot of stability there that I can't get here.
Gotcha.
There's some instability there that I can happily avoid here. So, it's, one of those big life questions that, I'm just kind of tasked with. And so I'm just trying to.
Scotty is like, this is about me.
And he only is like trying to like touch the trackpad and then jumps off. He's just like,
so funny. It's so funny.
Okay,
so I didn't realize it was not a permanent. I didn't realize it was not a permanent.
No. And I only came to California for my health in the first place,
right?
For treatment, and I didn't expect to stay. And then everyone was like, "You're staying, right? You're staying, right?" And like eventually, I was like, "Actually, that's not a bad idea." So they planted the seed, and I've been here. So
okay. Mm-hmm. There was something I was going to ask about that. So your makeup.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to at all work in that field, or are you like me in that jobs can't happen?
So I started doing makeup a long time ago. I guess so. That's over 2 decades. And to do makeup in North Carolina, you need to be a licensed esthetician, or at least that's how it was. And when I was going to school for it, so I went to aesthetic school, became a licensed esthetician, and I maintained that license for North Carolina. But in California, it's very different. And also the landscape of doing makeup has totally changed in the years that I've been doing makeup. Now a lot of people do makeup on themselves, and some of them just do makeup on themselves, and some of them do makeup on themselves, and others. So here, I was trying to do makeup here, but it's so hard to break into, and I think that if I had the energy of a able-bodied, able-minded person to go out and look every day and like update all these websites and all these things, like I could potentially break into it, but it's so much energy that I didn't expect.
Because it's very competitive out there, I would imagine.
Very competitive. And it's also, it's very like who you know type of thing. I don't know anybody.
Right.
I know Scotty, he's beautiful. He doesn't need makeup.
Yeah.
So, so I've had a couple makeup gigs here, but it has been a lot less than I thought.
Okay.
So, and everything I learned, I learned some like makeup essentials in aesthetic school, but everything I've learned pretty much about makeup has been in the field or like on YouTube. Like I totally like self-taught YouTube.
Yep.
Makeup artist.
Yeah, hopefully you can. Again, I know you can't work full time with the challenges that you have, and so I get it. So whenever you have to go back to North Carolina, will you probably, because you said you've kept your esthetician license up, would you just do some of that? Because again, I understand that it wouldn't be a full-time kind of deal.
There's the, with doing things in North Carolina, a lot of there's not as much of the makeup that I like to do in the makeup department. There's not as much of the makeup I like to do in North Carolina, like editorial photo shoots type stuff, with the weird stuff.
Gotcha.
But there's not as much of that, and also it's very seasonal.
Right.
So like when I was working with photographers, like we'd be so busy during the summer, and then like for like 4 months of the year, nobody wants to go outside and be freezing.
Right.
And like you're wrapped in like or like the model's wrapped in like literally a trash bag.
Right.
So it's like it just stops, and that way of making money stops. And then also I have to consider like the stipulations around my disability.
Right.
And you are fixed at how much money you can make.
Yep.
And then the instability in my bipolar is just, it's unfortunately not conducive to being around people consistently and like having a schedule. Like I used to be a waxer, like a body waxer, and I can't even imagine having the personality stability anymore.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, the too much peopling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm super extroverted and ridiculously so, but I couldn't have a job, but for different reasons. So I mean, I'd be a terrible employee because I'm undependable. Any given day can be a problem.
Yeah. Exactly. And I'm one of those like mixes of an introverted extrovert.
Yes.
I do like being around people. But I do really get my energy from kind of being by myself. And it just takes a bad day of you having, like a bad mental health day or a bad physical health day. And you're just like, you could be out of the job.
Right.
That might be an extreme sense, but if it happens frequently or you can't come in frequently,
Yeah.
So it's like, well, what happens if I'm depressed and can't get out of bed for 3 weeks?
Right.
Right. Do I have a job still? Probably not.
Right.
So it's tough.
So you'd probably be, I'm going to use the wrong term here, but like, freelance, like sort of like that at most.
At most with freelance makeup artists, because that's different than a freelance esthetician. But even freelance, it's still it's still so much. And the one consistent way to make money as a makeup artist is to do weddings, and I will not do weddings anymore. I'm cashed out on my weddings. Like I've done all I can do because.
You mean Bridezillas? I can only imagine.
Oh my gosh!
So you could write a whole book on that.
I mean, it's a short book. Like, don't make your day don't use your day of happiness to make everyone miserable.
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
That's the whole book.
That's the whole book. It's a Dr. Seuss. Like it's literally one sentence, two sentences.
One of these. One of these mini books. Let's see if I can get one out.
Yeah. And some people are so good at wedding makeup and not just doing the makeup, but handling the bride, and they love that energy and like, go for it.
Yeah,
more for you, less for me. I don't want it.
Why can't I get this out of here? Because I shoved too much stuff in there. Okay, where's my phone when you need it? Okay. Here's your book. It's even got a bookmark.
I love that.
This is from Fiberfloozy Jill, but
it wasn't until like 5 years ago that I realized that his name was not Ronald.
Right. Me either. It was very recent.
Wait, what?
It was like the last month or two. No, it was this summer. I'm like, oh, it's not Ronald.
Like your brain just like fills it in. You're like, there's an N there.
Yeah. Oh, this is Missy came to join us.
You got cats?
Missy.
Oh, little tortie. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. She's pretty cool. I love her half black and half white mustache.
Mm.
I like to joke that she's like Catwoman and her mask got torn in the middle here.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah. She's so cute. Anyway, yes, and so we get kitty tail. Okay, that could be taken wrong, but we'll just do that. anyway, yeah. So that's. Are you sustaining that other channel, the makeup channel? Because I'll drop that one too if you are.
I've been wanting. I've had ideas for going back. Not going. I how I distribute my energy, I guess, is
Gotcha.
I do my main channel and then my makeup channel comes next. So I've really wanted to start putting stuff on there again. I'm really hoping to do some December stuff. Will it happen? Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
So it's not abandoned by any means. It's just it's not primary energy resource.
And I know you need watch hours, correct?
Yes,
so
always.
So I will definitely be linking a playlist. Do you have a playlist of everything you do? Because I've watched it, or I've run it on my other login.
Thank you so much.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yeah. It's crazy that I've had my channel for as long as I have, and there have been periods of time for how much I've gone live and done videos, and I'm so far away from the watch hours, and I'm like, this is insane. But
yeah, it was. I'm not gonna lie, I was genuinely surprised. For me, though, because of people I connected with, they were watching my playlists. So it, like, once I started making playlists and whatever, so I got my 500 before I had my watch hours, but this time I had my watch hours before I got my 1,000. It was very strange. But I know you're already at 1,000 and a little, right? Or is it more than that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I knew it was in.
And I was over 1,000, and then I dropped. And then I was, and numbers have never been like a huge part of, because it was something that I was just like, I have put effort into trying for the numbers and it's not happening. So I'm just going to relax on that just for like my mental, stability. And then I just, till more the past couple months, I was like, I've really been working hard and I really want those numbers to reflect that. And so that's kind of what it's been, I've been working on.
So now we just all, obviously subscribe if you're not yet, but if you could run a playlist, that would be awesome. But yeah, so please, if you're not already subscribed, let's start there. But if you're interested in makeup at all, because you do natural makeup, but you also do like theatrical makeup is, I guess, the best way to describe it. When it's fun to watch. So if you like that at all, definitely subscribe to that channel as well. But right now, the focus, it'd be really nice to get that kind of monetization, because you're not going to probably go over your income limitations with YouTube anytime soon. Yeah, that takes what 10,000 subscribers, I don't know, to kind of make it up.
I mean, I basically I think that you're limited to like $1,100 a month.
Oh,
yeah. So I think that I'm safe.
Especially in the crafts arena.
Yeah.
Because like people that do pop culture or news or whatever, they can make more, but that's different.
Nothing I'm making is going viral or anything anytime soon, unless I make a huge ridiculous mess of myself on the internet. And that is possible, but it's not viral likely.
Yeah, my cats are way more likely to go viral than I am. So but
kids and animals, just gold mine. Everything else, we don't know, but yeah, it's almost a guaranteed. Yeah, Scotty is so much more. He's pretty low energy cat.
That's the breed.
And so while he's the cutest creature on this planet, it's like I could pull the camera out and he'll just be like, and I'm like, you're so cute, but do something, do something so I can record it. I'm like a dance mom trying to get to do something. And I'm like, he's just powers down.
I love it.
But occasionally I can get something decent, but and that's funny though.
Yeah, that's too funny. Do you have a sign off? I don't recall.
Not usually, and the more I think about it, the more awkward it gets.
Well, I never did, and then it just kind of happened sometime over this. It wasn't before my 500. It was sometime after that. And
but before we sign off, I did want to say congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
1,000. It's very well earned. I know you put in a lot of work, and it shows. And I think that the community that you built for yourself here is I mean, I just think it's incredible, and I always
you.
love talking to you and your energy and everything about you. I think you're really something really special here, and I just love hanging out with you.
I love hanging out with you too, and I feel the same about you, and in even highs and lows. Like I love your authenticity. I love your creativity and your like the way you think. We connect a little bit on math too. I don't know if any of math, MATH, not meth, just to
Not meth. Oh my gosh, it's never meth.
it's never meth.
Actually, I mean, not for us, but like maybe other people. But
I
like,
understand that people don't understand why people would like mathematics, but we do.
yeah, yeah. I guess probably more people like the other thing than math, but not us. That's one of the saddest things is to like not be able to do math as well, pretty much at all anymore. Because like when you love
right.
math, it's so special, right? It like feels so great to like get that problem right. Like there's nothing quite like that feeling.
Yeah.
And then now I'm like 2 + 2. I'm like,
oh, people have seen my math. My head math is not good. Give me a piece of paper and I can write it down, and then I'm okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes, that is. I'm in the same boat in terms of having lost a lot of what I had. Like tutoring helps me maintain some of it, but even some of the statistics, like I have to refresh myself and relearn. I can get there, but it can be frustrating, and that's between medications and just all the stuff that happens to you when you have neurological or mental health conditions, and or both. So yes. Well, I appreciate you, Ian, and thank you so much for coming on. And I hope my community gets over there and supports you. I know some of them already have, but maybe getting to know you a little bit more, it will our communities can overlap in a Venn diagram more.
That would be great. That would be great.
Let's put that in there.
Yeah.
But yes, thank you so much, seriously, and I appreciate you, and I want to help you get to that level because you deserve it. Again, you're working hard, you're doing all the things. So I need to get to dinner. So my phone says that's what she said to dinner. So I will do my sign off, and thanks for coming in. Can I get an amen? And hugs to you all.
Amen.
Thanks.